They listen to music, you know. They call that boy Tyrone, he was never in the streets. He grew up around that shit. His niggas hold that heat, niggas ride around guns in the back seat. Street life was fun, Tyrone never holded a gun. His homies would sell drugs, he wanted to take someone's life, but one of his people get killed every night. Learned from his cousin Matthew, both the street vision. He wanted to do street life, that was Tyrone's decision.
It's the SeeReal squad. Yo, what's going on, man? Back for another real reaction video, man. So, you know, it's the craziest, insane craziest ghost stories, man. So this is like the shocking ghost story that proves the afterlife exists. Like, man, it's like, we gonna get into this because everybody always wonder, like, when you went to church, like, hold on, y'all, take a drink. I be dry in my apartment sometimes. Everybody be wondering, like, is it afterlife after you die? My boy, we about to find out. It might report exists. But let's get into it. Oh yeah, am I doing it dark? It just feels more scary. I forgot to shut that light off there too. But should I go? Hold on, I'm gonna go shut that light off. Yeah, I do all the ones in the dark. Cause my boy, I just won't watch something. Alright, let's get into it. It's really dark over there, man. I should at least left one light off. I think, alright, let's go into it. Lord knows what the hell I might see.
Do you have a paranormal encounter you'd like to share with us? Send us an email with your story for a chance of it being featured on Weird World.
See, like, I'm gonna be really skeptical because it's in the dark, so you don't know what the hell's in here. My boy, I'm really telling you.
A Weird World viewer named Stephen from Wales in the United Kingdom has sent an astounding true account of intergenerational and interconnected paranormal experiences involving both a ghost and a poltergeist. In 1969, Stephen was 5 years old and was the second youngest member of a large family. He had 5 older brothers, 4 older sisters and 1 younger brother. Stephen notes that a family having 11 children is seldom encountered these days, but was quite normal for the 1960s due to low availability of the birth control pill. The family home was a brick semi-detached house in a small town on the Welsh side of the England-Wales border near Chester.
My boy, I will book the freak out. I'm thinking that's really where I'm at. But Lordy, that's in the States. Whew. I'm in Canada, just to let you know, but my boy, I would like, oh no, what's gonna go next?
2 of Stephen's older brothers, John and David, were his idols. He used to love hearing their 100cc Yamaha motorbike engines being revved up before they would navigate the bikes from the backyard and out onto the street, leaving behind a faint cloud of exhaust fumes. From time to time, Dave or John would bring their latest girlfriend home on the back of their motorbike. Usually these visits would happen after 5-year-old Stephen's bedtime. However, the sound of a motorbike arriving would be enough to wake him up, and he would get out of bed to sneak a peek at the latest girlfriend from
Thank God I don't got no stick.
stairs.
See, man, my boy in the dark, you gotta make sure, you gotta figure it out, because you never know. I be seeing them shadows, man.
At about 7:30 p.m. one
my boy, you don't know.
November evening, David arrived with a new girlfriend, but Stephen decided that he couldn't risk getting out of bed to peek through the stair rails as he could hear his mother in the hall. As always, Stephen made a special effort to stay awake in order to watch the couple leaving. The voices in the lounge below his bedroom...
I thought that was coming from my... Oh my Lord, my boy. See, them scary stories, man. And people are like, why would you want to scare yourself like that? It's because it literally is life. I'm dark as it is. But yeah. let's get back into it.
Said would give him just enough time to get to the top of the stairs to see David's new girlfriend. Above the sound of the television, Stephen could hear the chatting of his mother, two of his sisters, David, and an unknown female voice. The visiting girlfriend was introduced as Janet. It was 8:30 p.m. when David and Janet started to leave. Stephen crept to the top of the stairs and could see the back of a girl with long blonde hair who pulled on a leather jacket. Janet then stood by David as he fastened his jacket and remarked how nice the family was, except for the old lady in the fireside chair who glowered at her all evening.
Wait
and
a
didn't
minute,
speak.
my boy.
David looked around sharply.
I thought I heard something. But yeah, she glared at him. Oh Lord.
And asked what she meant. Janet said, "You know, the white-haired old
I
lady
be
in the
feeling like
flowery
I'm
pink
washed,
dress
like
with
in the
arthritic
dark room.
hands."
My boy is scary.
Who was holding a walking stick across her knees. David looked a little perturbed and asked, was she wearing a black Alice band?
Stop showing
Janet
this old
confirmed
woman
that
scaring the
real
hell out of
woman
me.
was indeed wearing a black band to hold her hair off her face. Stephen was as shocked as David appeared to be. Both had at one time or another been the recipient of a telling off from that old lady, and when they had been misbehaving, she had whacked both of them with her walking stick. David slowly explained to Janet that the old lady was his grandmother. As they went out of the front door, Janet replied, whoever she was very rude to stare at me and not speak.
I almost fell
Stephen
asleep, my
never
boy.
heard
I'm
the
tired of
front door
hell.
close, or David
I'm not trying to fall asleep. Hold up, we almost done this one.
leaving on his motorbike. For a while, he stayed frozen at the top of the stairs, trying to decide if he was brave enough to risk his mother's wrath by going downstairs to the lounge. Remembering that he had already been shouted at that week for going downstairs after bedtime, Stephen decided that another trip risked dire consequences, so he would go to bed. Stephen
My boy,
did,
you know
however,
when you really
risk a
tired of
telling
hell,
off by
like your
leaving
whole
the
body
bedroom
would be
lights
going to sleep, like you be just like, like for real.
switched on. He felt that he needed the extra comfort and safety that the light gave. He felt quite shaken by the fact that his grandmother
Okay,
had
get to it.
died
Like, what
6
we
months
doing?
before, and yet Janet had obviously just seen her sitting in the lounge. As he tried to go to sleep, Stephen fervently hoped that even as a ghost, her severe arthritis would still keep his grandmother's ghost downstairs. In retrospect, as an adult, Stephen later remembered an associated series of events that seemed to lead up to this occurrence. Stephen's father, Ronald, had worked in the World War II RAF Coastal Command and was from Ely, Cambridgeshire. His mum, named Elsie, was from Tranmere in Birkenhead. Born in 1923, by the time of World
Boy,
War
we got 4
II,
minutes. I'm
Stephen
trying to stay awake. Oh, these videos, man. A lot of work, man. Like, you work 2 jobs and you got 3 businesses, man. And you gotta do all these videos and you gotta do other shit, man. Like, oh Lord. Oh, we almost done though. I might do
dad
one
was
more
in a
after this.
reserved
I'll try,
occupation as a
depending on my
farmhand.
legs. My legs ready to
However,
go to
he grew
sleep.
up surrounded by RAF stations, and for 5 years as a teenager had been an Empire Air Cadet. He continually pestered his family to be released from farm work, and in 1943 finally got parental permission to join the RAF. Ronald then immediately volunteered for aircrew duties and was trained in mid-Wales as a wireless operator and air gunner. He was posted to Coastal Command and went on to serve across North and West Africa. Stephen's mum spent the war years working
My
in
boy,
the
his parents
laboratory
were
of
smart.
soap makers Lever Brothers at Port Sunlight. However, Elsie lived very close to Birkenhead Docks, the Camel-led shipyard and the Tranmere oil terminal on the Wirral side of the River Mersey. She lost an aunt and uncle during the May Blitz of 1941 and endured repeated air raids throughout the war. This was because the Luftwaffe
Man, this
mounted
was like
frequent
back when
nuisance
Hitler was
missions
still
with
alive.
the
Cause you
intention
look at that, yeah, that was way back in the day.
of disrupting the lives of Merseyside's vital workers. In 1945, Ronald was a warrant officer first class.
He looked like he worked for Hitler or something.
Awaiting demobilisation when he met Elsie at a dance. Things progressed and the couple married, and by the late 1950s had 6 children. However,
You
both
imagine
parents
with
were
6
struggling
children?
to find
God
work
damn!
and suitable housing. Wartime mechanisation of farm machinery had reduced the need for farmhands, and Luftwaffe bombing had severely depleted housing stocks. In 1959, Ronald obtained a job as a foreman at a road construction firm, and the family were delighted to move into a 5-bedroom 1930s council house in Shotton. Flintshire, North Wales. The house had a large garden to grow vital food for the family, and even an indoor bathroom, something that was unheard of in the workers' cottages that were the usual homes of farmhands. However, the great new house had a downside, as this was when strange things started happening.
Oh no, we out of there. I'm telling them like, yo, see, this is the thing. When these little scary things start happening, everybody's like, oh no, it's just normal. No, it ain't. Get the hell out. Abort.
Elsie watched as a heavy
If I'm telling you something
slid 3 feet
and this
along the
apartment
kitchen.
makes some noise, I ain't never coming back. Whoever in here, you own everything. I'm deciding to leave, cause I ain't playing with your ass.
Floor, then rotated 360 degrees and slid back again. Cutlery would disappear.
Ain't no way, my boy.
And reappear.
SeeReal, you heard it? Go. Like, it wouldn't even be no question. It's like, literally, I would. Come on now, don't play with me like that.
Lined up on the dressing table in Elsie's bedroom. The family
And
had
that dog ain't gonna do nothing but just bark. Shut the hell up. You ain't doing shit.
To enter the kitchen. Their pet cat, Cheeky, would frequently
What the hell the cat gonna do?
to arch her back and start hissing at some invisible threat.
Scared every minute. Like, it's almost like a scratching a record. Like, come on. You ain't doing nothing, boy. Get out the way.
They were not as yet serious enough to force Stephen's mum and dad into trying to find other accommodation for their large and growing family amid the
I don't care how high it is.
But
You
it
either
got
be
worse.
scared to death or you be a little kid to hell to get the hell out of there. Come on, man. You ain't geared. You'd be scared to death for getting geared to get the hell out of there. It's simple. We leaving. We ain't. I mean, whoever decided to stay in my family, that's on you. But we gone.
After a year or so in their new home, Elsie started to be woken during the night with the terrifying feeling of phantom hands gripping her throat.
Goodness. Insane. Gone. And y'all still staying there. Like, huh? I know damn well y'all ain't staying there like that. Y'all for real. Go ahead. Cause some of y'all people just deranged. Ain't got no clue until you did.
Suspecting that her husband was responsible, she began to sleep sitting up with the bedroom light switched on. But Ronald was always fast asleep during what Elsie thought of as the phantom attacks. This would happen 2 or 3 times a week, but Elsie wouldn't change bedrooms for fear that these attacks would transfer to the children. She kept the phantom attacks to herself, never disclosing the phenomenon to avoid scaring anyone in the family. One bonus of the family's new house was that it was close enough to Tranmere.
It ain't no question to ask. Forget y'all. Listen, I know some of y'all my family, and we in this house. But if y'all ain't get your shit and get gone with me, that's on you. We leaving your ass and we gone. Get out of here with all that. Definitely. That's the old woman. Lord, that message. Some of these people look back in the day, look, ooh, scary. Huh? You think I'm gonna sit there and see that? Got another thing coming. Won't be me ever.
The phantom attacks never happened when her mum was staying. They stopped altogether, along with objects being moved, when her mother died. Nothing more would have been said about these incidents until Janet, the girlfriend of Stephen's brother David, saw their grand's ghost sitting in the armchair. This was when Elsie then told the family about her phantom attack.
I wouldn't tell them nothing.
Had stopped.
I hate when that thing make that noise. Like it's part of the little... Anyway. I wouldn't even tell my family. Because I'm telling you once that, look, something paranormal is going on in this house. Liddy, if you decide to roll with me, let's go. If you don't, my boy, die in your peace with yourself. Because I ain't going to die with you in that house. Come on now. We already know what the hell going to happen.
When Gran died, she presumed her mother had chased the poltergeist away. Stephen concluded his account by saying that while he was afraid of his Gran and her walking stick, he knew that she loved his mum. So he has no doubts that she would have chased the poltergeist away and stayed around to make sure it never came back.
Anyway, man, look, well, like I say, y'all gotta be little more. Everyone knows in the comments right now you put in, if Liddy something paranormal comes at you, what are you gonna do? You literally gonna sit there in that house and like, oh yeah, something, no, it's all fine. No, we're gonna get the hell out of there. Like, I'm sick and tired of this. People were like, oh, Liddy, if y'all don't believe in stuff, listen, they be teaching us the devil is real. And also, God is real. But the devil is way more than you expected. Don't play with that man, or what? He ain't even a man, whatever he is. That creature, man, he everywhere. He could be right there in the back of me right now. This ain't no game. Matter of fact, I'm turning the light on now. Okay, we turned the light off. Cause actually though, we turned the light scared. Come on now. Alright. But yeah, no, that's why I did the ghost stories in the dark. Look way better and stuff. You know what I mean? Cause spooky. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about this ghost, insane, crazy ghost story. We're gonna go for another episode 2. This is nothing for the night. I think I'm gonna do one more video. Alright, you already know, man. It's the SeeReal squad, man. You already know, man. Stay spooky.